He is the NBA Hall of Famer, managing director of USA Men's Basketball, and we have named him the most valuable celebrity after last night. We make way for the Hall of Famer, Grant Hill, joins us on the program. The reason why we're giving him the most valuable celebrity, the MVC, is Grant actually initiated DAP with the Danettes.
He did.
No other celebrity gave DAP to the Danettes last night with all the room full of celebrities and Mr. Nice Guy.
That's it.
Grant Hill.
Nicest guy in the room.
And let me start there because you are one of the nicest people I've ever met. But I wonder, guys talk about turning it on and a killer instinct when you get on the floor. If people meet you, you're one of the nicest people and respectful people I've ever met in this business. But could you always turn it on? Did you have that in your head that I'm going to go out and kill you once I get on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I'm a good person, a nice guy. I did dap these guys up. I'm fans of theirs. And I saw Dan, but I went over and dapped you guys up.
You did.
So,
yeah.
But, no, you have to. I mean, you don't get to the NBA. You don't get to that level, all-star, all-NBA, if you don't have a competitive streak. And so, if anything, I think people sometimes can mistake kindness for weakness. And so, but when we got between those lines, you had to put on almost you had to become a character, you had to put on a different personality. And so it allowed me to, go at guys and not be nasty, be a competitor, have sportsmanship, but you're out there to win and compete. And then after the game, whatever happens, happens. But I was Mr. Nice Guy, and they ran with that in the '90s, and my wife would say, "You're not always nice."
Yeah, but compare your on-court demeanor to Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, you got to be authentic, and you got to sort of, those guys I think were assassins. I remember vividly 2012. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm a free agent my last year. I'm about to be 40 years old. And I went to the USA basketball practice, and it was a 2012 team getting ready. And the Lakers were sort of recruiting me. I ended up signing with the Clippers. But I was talking to Kobe before practice, and the intensity in his and talking about, I'm about to go out here and kill, like he was, and I'm thinking, this is the second practice on day 2. And like it was, but he was, that was him. And so, and then you look at Michael, Michael brought that. Michael would manufacture things. But, I didn't go that far, but I still, look, I went out there and, I think if you ask the people who I played against, they would tell you I was coming at them. And I didn't really shoot a lot of jump shots. I'm coming right at you, going at, and that was the mentality. And, I remember my rookie year, we played the Knicks. And I went down, I was going one-on-one with Anthony Bonner, and I get by him, and Oakley fouls me, and I fall down. And, and I go to the free throw line and shoot free throws. Next play, I go to the hole. This time Bonner fouls me, but then Oakley fouls me again. And then I fall down. And Oak's like, I like you got heart. And I was like, I just couldn't shoot. So that was like, I had no other option. I had to go in there, But like I went at those, like, I didn't, it was always respectful. I didn't, I know who Oak is, but I wasn't gonna back down. And so I felt like I won some respect from him as a rookie, which was hard to do.